America is the place for a better life. There you have your freedom to do what you want, to get an education, have a bright future, and become rich. That was and still is many immigrants' dreams of the United States of America. Others migrated to America to get away from the horrid life they faced back in their home country, whether it was economic problems or political quarrels.
We just realized that Macau is not really a good place. My parents realized it's not really a good place for children to grow up. And for a better future, of course, every parent wants to come to America.
However, many immigrants are unprepared to face their struggles to survive in the United States. The culture shock and language barrier hits first. Not having an education or knowing any English, many immigrants struggle to find a job.
Parents, they're a little bit older and they actually don't know a lot of English, so they cannot go anywhere.
I think the first thing would be the language barrier and getting to interact with the kids. As you know, in China we had no Mexican kids or white kids, well, at least where I lived. So I wasn't used to looking at people of so many different colors, and I didn't know what the heck they were saying because I spoke no English.
First-generation parents struggle to provide for their family, to allow their children to have the childhood that they never had. Many immigrants work for low wages at low-class restaurants or garment factories. These jobs require long hours for a salary barely enough for rent.
When we first got here, we have to live with our relative because we don't have enough money to rent a house or rent an apartment. First it was okay, but after a while, then we realized that the money is really not enough for all the people, all our family. So yeah, we start working early, and then my mom has to do 2 jobs at first, and then she actually do 1 job right now because we're working. Yeah, my family's financial situation is not really that good, so I have to start working once I finish high school.
嗰個時候，佢租一個apartment 700蚊，又要訂金又要衞生費，總共成1700蚊。嗰個時候對於我哋嚟講，錢係好大，我哋喺越南帶得少少錢出嚟，都唔夠俾房租。好彩得到政府幫忙多少，第一份工，咁個裝修就俾嗰啲吸血老細，話做8個鐘，做咗11、2個鐘都唔俾扯，錢啊俾得少少。又嗰段時間又有做去醫廠做甩骨先，有去醫廠嘅車夜車咧，錢就俾佢哋啲老細冚㗎啦，啲吸血鬼吸晒，吸嗰間廠又焗又窄又塵，我哋吸埋啲先，心尾諗㗎，睇落唔對路，先走咗去做沙河運。
佢租個衣機翻嚟，車一日譬如有10蚊，咁除咗2蚊嗰啲衣機費，都仲有8蚊咯，好過唔做啦。
Children in America today freely experience life, oblivious to the life their parents or grandparents had to endure. They are aware of the stories, but cannot sympathize with the hardships that their ancestors faced. The generation and culture gap between the migrated parents and American children keeps the kids back from connecting with their background and family history. As new generations are born, historical stories are shared less in the family. Young ones become clueless of how their family came to be in America, the battle that the ancestors fought through or forgotten.
My parents were born here. My dad was born in LA, and my mom was born in Arizona. We don't really follow the traditional Chinese values. We don't really celebrate Chinese New Year. I think one year I got 25 cents in a little red envelope. My parents don't stress academics too much. They don't get on me for getting bad grades or anything.
Not only do immigrant parents struggle in America, immigrant teens struggle as well. As immigrants or children of immigrants, teenagers struggle to find themselves and fit in at school while balancing this with their culture at home.
My parents really push for more focus on school. They don't really trust anyone in my life. I mean, all my friends, even if they're really good friends and they support me in everything I do, my parents don't really trust them.
I feel a cultural difference. I mean, for one, my parents speak Chinese and people at school speak English. And I feel like my parents are more conservative or more conserved at home than the people are at school.
In elementary, the kids at the beginning, they used to pick on me because I didn't know English. You know, some of them spit in my food, the other one tried to reach my pockets a lot, and I don't know. After a while, they got used to me and stopped picking on me. That's after I kind of became fluent in English. The Asians that were born here, they have this natural affinity for hating Asians from Asia, you know, calling us fobs or stuff like that, picking on us, and just because we came from a different place. Because of my Asian family and my Asian influence, like I don't mix in with how the kids at school act too. I like you know, stuff like chicken feet, and I like eating intestines from animals, you know, organs, and they find that disgusting. You know, they make that face. Yeah, I find it. Also, like in China, we eat dogs all the time because it's cheap, and we had them all over the place. But I don't know, somehow they don't accept eating certain animals because people here feel like, oh, they're our friends, and stuff. And our values, the way we look at things, it's really different. So I'm like half and half, so I don't really mix in with my family, and I don't really mix in with the people here.
These are the stories of my friends and family. These are just a few examples of the many hardships of migration. They are struggles for hope of a better future, opportunity, and faith that life will get better.